Hey guys, so now that we've created the sprite animation for our shot, we're going to go ahead and code it. So just find an empty space that you can add this block of code. So we're going to start the same way we did our alien code. So we're going to go ahead and go to control, add a when I start as a clone. Then still inside of control, I'm going to add a forever and an if then. Inside of the diamond shape, we're going to go into operators and add a not. Then we're going to go into sensing and we're going to add a touching mouse pointer. This time, instead of making it player, we're going to be doing edge. The reason why we're doing edge is if you remember when we're shooting our player shot and it's going to reach all the way the end, this edge is what deletes it. So as long as it's not touching it, we want it to continue creating the animation. So that would work for both our player and also for our enemy as well, because it has similar code. So whatever you do to this shot, code-wise, you'll do the same thing for the enemy shots as well. Inside of the if then is going to be the same thing. So we're going to go into looks, add a next costume, and then we're going to go into control, add a wait 1 second underneath, and just change this to 0.1. Or 0.5 actually will be a little bit better, but you can always play around with this. So as always, once you're done creating it, a nice thing to always do is test out your game to make sure everything is working. So now I'm just going to do my shot. As you can see, it's moving. It's not changing the color as fast as I want to, so I can actually lower how long it takes. So maybe I'll make it 0.2 instead. Click on my green flag and try that again. So it's doing it a little bit faster now, but maybe I want to change this again. So let's do maybe 0.05. And now you see the shooting sprite looks a little bit better. Has a little animation and it's changing its color. So that's what I mean about playing around with it. It's always good to test out your game, make sure it's working, but also play around with the seconds. How long do you want it to wait for the animation? If you notice, when we first started and we had 0.5, it was very slow and the animation started towards the end when it was about to be deleted. And now that I lowered it and continue playing around with it, now I got the desired animation that I wanted for my shot sprite. So that's why it's always good to play around with the wait seconds, because you'll never know what you get if you don't play around and test your game out. So once you're done doing this code, you just have to do the same exact code onto the enemy shots and then do the same testing so that both of your shooting has animation.